All right, guys, welcome back to another video. Last one on the BMW, you saw us put the M2 seats in. Now we're gonna go ahead and try and match that and put the M2 competition steering wheel in. So I'm really hoping that this actually fits. I saw a few people actually do this, I guess, mod or change to this steering wheel. Hoping that it works, hoping that the splines are the same. So let's go ahead and find out if it works. Alrighty, there's the BMW, and here is our new steering wheel. So I unwrapped it from the box here, just to take a look at it. And it is full wrapped in Alcantara. It came with the airbag, because since I needed one for this, and this airbag is actually the European model, since that was a bit cheaper, since we're not actually going to plug it in, since the plugs are not the same on this car. And it also came with a little red center mark at the top there, M logo, and a little bit of carbon. So right now none of the buttons will be functional, but I'm hoping that at least we can get the wheel to fit in the car. So let's take a look at what we got in here. Just the stock E36 steering wheel. This one's actually in pretty decent shape, but definitely does not match the look of the M2 seats. So let's go ahead and take this one off. So I went ahead and disconnected the battery so that we don't deploy this airbag. And then behind the steering wheel, you'll be able to see there's a little slot and use a 4mm Allen. And basically you just have to loosen those bolts. And once they're loose, you will get movement out of the airbag, and then you'll be able to take it off. You don't have to actually fully remove the Allen heads. You just have to loosen them, and then you'll be able to pull this off. So let me take those off. All right, got them all loose. It should come out, and you'll have one orange connector back there. You should be able to just unplug that, like so. And we're setting that down there. And then if you come in closer, you can see we got a nut on here. Basically, we'll get the impact, take that off, and then the rest of the steering wheel should come right off. All right, so this is a 5/8. There might be an extra plug back here for the airbag. We'll see in a second. Hop in here. Slowly wiggle. Come off. And there should be another plug down in there. This is the little plug here, and basically you just come over with a flat screwdriver and push through the hole. Hit that little tab and it'll pop right out. So that's how you get the old steering wheel off. Right, so I got the airbag removed from the new steering wheel, and basically you just put a flathead screwdriver through the back here, and then you're coming through and actually pushing on, you can see here, this spring. You push that spring, and that allows it to unlock from this piece here. So not too bad. You have one on either side, and then hopefully this steering wheel fits. Well, that's awkward. All right, so I thought this was going to be a quick little pull steering wheel off, put the new one on, and kind of a little install video. However, this is taking a turn. So apparently the video, or the pictures I saw with the other steering wheel in there, they basically had the entire column, and he had a whole bunch of other stuff done. I don't know exactly what he did. However, decided to get, I'll take this off, but get the steering column out of the F10 or F30, whatever it is. And we are going to take this all apart, see what we got going, and see if we can somehow get all of this to fit in there while still retaining some of our plastic pieces and stuff. So I really have no idea how this is gonna go, but I'm gonna start taking stuff apart and let you know. All right, so we are currently working on getting these bolts out of the steering column so we can pull this whole thing out. Now these are fracture bolts, so basically there is no head on them. Basically they're not supposed to come out. So I am grinding them off the heads, and then once you get the head off, can't really see, but get you there. Once you get the head off, you can knock off the washer, and then it will basically fall apart. So after looking at the F30 column and the E36 column, I think our best is going to end up being cutting off the splined drive on this one and welding on that one to the other one. I think it's the only way that's going to work right now. It would take a lot of fabrication and moving around of all the stuff on the cluster here with your windshield wipers, turning indicators, cruise control to get that to work. The person who did this in another country, who did the full swap, actually changed the entire steering column to the S or B58 style steering wheel all the way through from, you know, maybe a 320 BMW or M2, whatever it was. So yeah, gonna continue to cut on these, get the entire steering column out. Once I have that out, we'll show you what we're gonna cut off and weld onto the other one. And then hopefully it will just, you know, bolt right on and it'll look like it's from the factory. All right, guys, so here we have our F30 or F10 steering column, and I cut the end off of it, which we have right here. It ends up that the threads on this steering column here are the exact same as the E36 one. So I also cut off the spline end on this one and left just enough, seeing their threads, so that this can spin all the way on. Let's cut this out. And then, what you laughing at? And be able to thread it right in completely. And that way, when we go to weld it, it will keep it nice and straight. That way the steering wheel, we won't notice any, you know, kind of weird play with it. So once Fowler gets back here, we'll get him to weld this up, and we'll get the steering wheel on. Alrighty, steering wheel is on the E36 steering shaft. Kid, what are you doing? As you can see, it comes out, basically doesn't line up perfectly flush. Hey bud, stop. But we'll get a bolt that's a little bit longer and I'll show you. It should be able to hold it on, no problem. All right, so there it is, the new spline welded onto the other one. We left a little bit of threads in there, and actually the bolt threads in. So I'm gonna get a longer bolt that'll go through, so basically we'll be able to catch the end of these threads over here, and that way nothing will really be stressing on the weld, even though I don't think it'll break. But having the bolt in will add some extra security, make sure the steering wheel doesn't come off. So let's go ahead and get this all mounted back in the car and see where the steering wheel fits. Hopefully it fits with a decent gap to the plastics. Taken a while. Finally got the steering wheel in. The gap there is pretty good. It's not touching when you turn. Now I did mess up when I attached the linkage down there and it wasn't straight, so I'll have to adjust that and get an alignment, but we did need alignment anyway, so that's fine. But I think it looks absolutely awesome with the M2 seats in there. See if we can zoom out. So I think that looks absolutely awesome. Little OEM plus kind of look. It's not like a huge difference, but definitely makes the car look a lot more modern. And give you a bunch of good looks at it. Full Alcantara, looking good. So nice and easy. We just welded on the spline from the other column and use the bolt to go through both and keep the keep everything aligned so that the steering wheel would be nice and straight when we welded it on. So I'm gonna get probably a longer bolt just to make sure it goes all the way through, and we should be good to go. All right, so it was definitely a bit of work to get that on there. I wasn't expecting to have to buy the other steering column there and cut all that off and weld it on. I thought it would just bolt up based on some of the photos I saw. But yeah, we got it done anyway. I think it looks awesome. Let me know in the comments if you think it was worth it. Would you try it on your car? And basically, what do you guys think? And that's gonna do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe you'll try it on your car, and hope to see you guys in the next one. See ya.